Welcome to Beginner to Fluent. For a long time, I believed that staying silent was strength. I thought hiding my true feelings would protect me from pain, judgment, and conflict. I believed that if I said I'm fine enough times, it would eventually become true. But what I didn't realize was that every small lie I told to protect myself slowly pushed me further away from who I really was. This is a story about honesty, not the loud kind, not the harsh kind, but the quiet, brave honesty that takes real strength. This is a story about choosing truth over comfort, and how being honest changed the way I saw myself and the world around me. I used to lie, not big lies, not dramatic ones, but small, harmless-looking lies. Lies like I'm okay when I wasn't. Lies like it doesn't matter when it actually hurt deeply. I told these lies to avoid uncomfortable conversations. I told them to keep peace. I told them because I was afraid that my real feelings would be too much for others to handle. At first, those lies felt like protection. They helped me escape arguments. They helped me avoid rejection. They helped me keep smiling on the outside even when I felt broken inside. People thought I was strong, calm, and easygoing. But inside, I felt invisible. Every time I ignored my feelings, it felt like I was slowly disappearing. Over time, the weight of these lies began to grow. I started feeling distant from others, even when they were close to me. Conversations felt shallow. Connections felt incomplete. I realized that people didn't truly know me not because they didn't care, but because I never showed them the real me. I had built walls made of silence, and those walls kept everyone out, including myself. One day, something small happened. It wasn't a big fight or a dramatic moment. Someone said something that hurt me, something they probably didn't even realize was painful. My usual response would have been to smile and say, "It's fine." But this time, something inside me felt tired. Tired of hiding. Tired of pretending. Tired of feeling unseen. So instead of lying, I told the truth. My voice shook. My heart raced. I felt scared. But I said it anyway. That hurt my feelings. The moment felt heavy and quiet. I expected anger. I expected rejection. I expected the conversation to fall apart. But something unexpected happened. The other person listened. They didn't interrupt. They didn't dismiss me. They asked questions. And for the first time, we talked honestly. That conversation wasn't easy. It was uncomfortable. There were pauses. There were emotions. But it was real. And when it ended, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time: relief. Not because everything was perfect, but because I had been honest. I had stood up for myself without attacking anyone. I had chosen truth over fear. That moment changed me. I realized that honesty doesn't mean being rude or cruel. It doesn't mean saying everything without care. Real honesty is gentle. It is respectful. It comes from the heart, not from anger. Honest strength is about expressing your truth while still respecting the feelings of others. Since that day, I've tried to be more truthful, not just with others, but with myself. I stopped pretending that I was okay when I wasn't. I allowed myself to admit when something hurt. I learned that my feelings mattered, even if they were uncomfortable. Being honest has not always been easy. Sometimes it leads to difficult conversations. Sometimes it reveals differences. Sometimes it feels risky. But every time I choose honesty, I feel lighter. I feel more connected. I feel more real. I learned that lying doesn't actually protect us, it hides us. It hides our needs, our pain, and our truth. And when we hide for too long, we forget who we are. Honesty, on the other hand, brings clarity. It builds respect. It strengthens relationships that are meant to last, and it removes the ones that depend on silence. Honest strength is not loud. It doesn't need to prove anything. It doesn't demand attention. It simply stands firm and says, "This is how I feel," without blame or fear. It is quiet courage. It is choosing authenticity over approval. I also learned that honesty starts inside. Being truthful with yourself about your emotions, your limits, and your needs is the foundation of self-respect. When you stop lying to yourself, you stop betraying your own heart. And when you honor your truth, others are more likely to honor it too. Honesty doesn't mean perfection. It means growth. It means learning to express yourself clearly, calmly, and kindly. It means understanding that your voice matters even if it shakes. And the most important lesson of all is this: truth spoken with compassion never harms, it heals. In the end, honest strength is not about confrontation or conflict. It's about courage. The courage to be seen. The courage to be real. The courage to speak your truth without fear or cruelty. You don't have to be loud to be strong. You don't have to be harsh to be honest. You just have to be genuine. When you choose honesty, you choose peace over pretending. You choose respect over silence. And you choose yourself. So be honest with others and with yourself. Your truth matters. And when it comes from the heart, it will never be wrong. Thanks for watching.